Hey there, Coach Jackie here, and welcome to another episode of Coach's Corner. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the different dieting phases. People often come to me with a specific goal, and I pick which dieting phase would be appropriate for them based on their goals. So, first and foremost, most of you know that our weight is very much managed by our energy balance. So, pretty much calories in versus calories out. So, the first dieting phase I like to discuss is maintenance. So, what does maintenance mean? Maintenance means that your calories in equal your calories out. So, in that case, the same amount of calories that you're bringing in, you are burning through your activity and through your BMR and all of those things. So, in those cases, in maintenance, the goal there is to maintain your current body weight. So for those clients that, let's say, they reach their fat loss phase, they reach their goal, many of them will jump right back into maintenance where they can maintain their current body weight. The next one would be, which is the most popular one, why clients come to me, is a fat loss phase. So, with a fat loss phase, what that is these clients want to lose weight and specifically they want to lose fat. So, in that case, your calories in have to be less than your calories out. So, basically, these cases, I put these clients in a calorie deficit. So they have to eat less calories than they are expending. So the goal there, obviously, is to lose some fat. Fat loss phases can last anywhere between, really depends on the client and the goals, how much time we have, if they have an event coming up they want to get ready for. But typically between 6 and 16 weeks is the average amount of time that people spend in a fat loss phase. It can be extended if we add dieting breaks, or let's say it's a client that wants to compete, then more than likely their fat loss phase might be a little bit longer because they want to get to really low body fat levels. But basically, for the most part, most clients do a fat loss phase for about 6 to 16 weeks on average. The other dieting phase is a reverse diet. So, what does a reverse diet mean? A reverse diet is where we slowly increase the client's calories. And who would be a candidate for this? First of all, many clients also come to me with that same goal to lose fat. But if they're chronic dieters where they have been dieting for prolonged periods of time, they might have some metabolic adaptations that have taken place. So when these clients come to me telling me, I want to lose fat, yet their current maintenance calories are very low. Let's say their current maintenance calories are about 1,200, 1,300. Well, these clients aren't quite ready to do a fat loss phase because they've had this metabolic adaptation that has taken place from chronic dieting. So those clients are a perfect candidate for a reverse diet. So basically, with a reverse diet, what we do is we slowly increase those calories, get them back up so that their maintenance calories can go up. That's a reverse diet. So with these clients, what I do is I go ahead and slowly reverse them up, get their maintenance calories up, and by doing it slowly, we really minimize the amount of fat gain that occurs. Once they get their calories much higher, their metabolic rate is higher, then from there we can go ahead and do a fat loss phase once they're ready for that. We really can't put someone in a fat loss phase if their current calories are 1,200. There's really nowhere to drop calories. They're just not ready. So sometimes that happens where they come to me, they want to lose fat, but they're just not ready because they're currently eating too little. So in that case, reverse diet works really, really great. I also do reverse diets for clients once they're done with their fat loss phase to kind of reverse them back up to maintenance calories. Those clients are also great candidates for that. And last but not least, we have a gaining phase, or also known as a bulk. You may have heard as, oh, I'm bulking. And who would be a candidate for that? Well, there are clients that come to me that want to gain weight. And you might say, who the heck wants to gain weight? Well, those that want to gain muscle are great candidates for a gaining phase. And this is where we have them gaining weight on purpose. And most of the time, it's due to them wanting to gain muscle. So if you're like a new lifter, or if you're obese, you don't necessarily need to do a gaining phase in order to gain muscle. But if you're an intermediate or advanced lifter and you really want to optimize muscle, the best way to do that would be to do a gaining phase where you're eating more calories than you're expending. Because remember, you need calories to build muscle. You need calories, you need a high protein diet, and you need to resistance train. So those are really important factors if your goal is to gain muscle. So also we could do that for a certain amount of time, where the goal there is we have a rate of gain that we are aiming to hit weekly. And at the end of that, we could always do a fat loss phase if the client is not happy with how much fat they've gained, because that's part of the process in a gaining phase. You know, a lot, especially women, are scared to do a gaining phase because that's just part of it. Yes, you will gain muscle, but you will also gain some fat. But the great thing about that is that you're going to optimize your muscle gains, and you could always do a fat loss phase right after. And that's actually what I just finished doing. I just did a 6 month gaining phase. Of course, I put on some body fat because it's part of the process. And now I'm on week 3 of a fat loss phase. So these phases are really, really great because you can just kind of switch in between phases depending on what your current goal is. So I hope that clears that up. So we have maintenance phase where you maintain your current body weight. You have a fat loss phase where the goal is to lose some body fat. You have a reverse diet, which most of the time we do that to get the client's metabolic rate back up to get them ready to diet. And then we have a gaining phase where most of the time the goal there is to gain some muscle. That's that. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM me. My page is at Nutrition with Nurse Jackie. You could also just put your questions here in the comments here with this post, and I will be, of course, I will be more than happy to respond and to answer any and all questions related to this or any other topic. So please feel free to follow me on my page for more educational content. Have a great day.